What's up, guys? Coach Michael here. Hey, today we're going to be looking at keys to the pack line defense. We're going to be watching a game from last season where Virginia took on Rutgers in a championship game early in the season at the Barclays Center. Rutgers had a very tough time scoring on Virginia, and you're going to see that as we break down a few of these plays throughout the game. Virginia uses Tony Bennett's pack line defense where they're in the gap, arms are wide, they're communicating, they're talking. They're always having their head on a swivel to see their man, to see the ball, and staying in between their man and the basket. Now, we're going to watch a few different plays. And you're going to learn a lot about hedging screens, getting skinny over screens, talking and being able to identify a cutter, and knowing where to be to take a charge or defend and cause the offense to take a tough shot. Let's dive into these plays. Let's get started.
Let's take a look at the first possession of the game. This is actually the first defensive possession of the game for Virginia. Let's just see what they do. Just watch. See how they're closing out well. They're identifying cutters. Arms are wide. Look at how they're in the lane. They're helping. He gets skinny over the screen. And look at how they've used half the shot clock already. He forces him into a tough shot off the double team on the post. And now let's break that down at about quarter speed so we can really see what is going on here. So the play starts out. There's some cutters on the baseline. He's able to get out right on his man. He closed out fine. Brogdon identifies the cutter in the lane, and the post player is playing three-quarter frontal defense. The guy at the top realizes the cutter, gets a forearm on him, and does not let him get position. Brogdon on the perimeter on the wing, who is covering the ball, is closed out well. His arms are high. He's mirroring the ball. Now this man, he's guarding a post player who's out at the perimeter, so there's no need to be out on him that far. Look at how Brogdon here gets skinny over the screen. He doesn't go under it, he goes over it, and the post player is there to help in the lane. Everybody rotates well, and Rutgers is unable to get a good shot here. Here's the one problem the whole possession. This guy goes for the fake. Luckily, though, his teammates are in help that Rutgers is not able to get anything out of it. And so they've battled for 15 seconds already. They have not gotten one good look. Virginia's looking really good right now. Look at how they're closing out. Look at how their hands are active. Their feet are moving. They're very aggressive. So now it gets the ball down to the post, and the post player probably didn't get it in a spot that he wants it. He's further away from the basket, and he has to take a tough fadeaway shot. They came to double here. That's not always going to happen. We might do that against a tough opponent on the post, but we probably won't that much. They get the rebound. He chins it. They get out running. All right, let's check out the second possession. I'm going to let you guys just watch it a little bit. I'll shut up. Then we'll go over it in the quarter speed.
The Kings, the Wizards, and the 76ers. Here's Mack. Brogdon chasing. Patience on this end now. Williams, who had 3 3-pointers in the win last night. E2's got to start to go. The pull-up, 15-footer, no.
So another good defensive possession for Virginia. They made Rutgers take a tough shot that was contested in a bad percentage area in the middle of the lane. Let's see how it goes at quarter speed. We got that early screen on the left high post. Brogdon does a pretty good job getting through. Could have been a little bit closer to his man, but he eliminates any form of pass. They've all closed out well. Now watch Brogdon chase Miles Mack on the left-hand side of your screen. He goes around, and because it's a ball handoff, it's kind of like a ball screen. He gets skinny, goes over the top, and look at how his man hedges, is in help until Brogdon recovers. And there you go. They kept anything from happening there on a design set by Rutgers. This man, number 32, gets over the screen, stays right with his man, and cuts off the dribble. It's a great defensive possession from Virginia. No baseline is given up. The defenders are in three-quarter front, who are in the post. and the ball defender is mirroring the ball and makes his opponent take a tough shot in a bad percentage area. Now look at Virginia. Look at how they're boxing out and they get the first rebound. You almost never see a team get second or third chances against Virginia because they box out properly. They get the ball to a guard and they get going. All right, possession 3. Watch for yourself and then we'll break it down.
Second year and 15 and 23 overall, but I'll tell you, with the signs of tonight, maybe not as apprehensive about going into the Big Ten. There's the double on Jack. Got a hand on it. Under 10 on the shot.
When that double team occurs, they've got to get it quickly to the other side of the floor. Here it comes again.
That might be one of the best possessions of the whole game on defense for Virginia. Now, I've shown you a lot of doubling of the post. We might do that some against a good post player, but for the most part, just watch how they recover and rotate. Now, I bet you're looking at the score here. 24 points in a whole half and another 6 minutes. 26 minutes, 24 points. Virginia's doing a great job. Look at how they handle the cutters here in the high post. They cut it off, stay below their man, between their man and the basket, and then right here on the screen, he gets skinny over the top. There's a hedger who's helping, and everybody recovers properly. That's great pack line defense. Now you're going to watch them send a double team to the post twice on this possession. If we ever double, look at how the man rotates down to the open man. They're doubling, 32 goes down to the open man, and they're able to cause some chaos and some havoc there. Look at how one gets into the lane. He's got active hands. He almost gets the steal there. But they've caused Rutgers to waste 20 seconds. They're out of sync. And then watch what happens now. Hands are up. That's very good. Causes the post player to get in a spot he doesn't really want to. He's low and away from the basket, and here comes the double team, and they get a deflection and a steal, and another great full 30-second defensive possession from the Cavaliers. All right. Now I'm going to let you guys just watch the rest of the game. It's only about 3 more minutes of defensive possessions, but just watch how Virginia is out there playing defense, hustling, and not letting Rutgers get any good shots. You're going to see them score a few times. They might get a couple putbacks, but Rutgers is going to come out with less than 40 points for the whole game. Virginia didn't have their best night offensively, that's for sure. You're looking at the score saying 9 minutes left in the game, they only have 33 points. They're a better offensive team than that. Some nights you're just not going to be on. But if you can hold an opponent to below 40 points, you're going to win the majority of those games. Great hustle. These guys are diving on the floor. Their hands are active. And they're not letting anybody get into the lane. That's what we talk about so much. You don't let anyone into the paint.
Unlike that last year, they distribute the basketball so much.
Body to body. He's not using arms. He's not keeping him out of the lane with his arms. He's keeping him out of the lane with his body and his legs. That's a good defended shot. Hey, it's only their 26th point of the game. He hedges. His man recovers, so he goes back and rotates back to his own man. They don't have to be that far out on the perimeter. You can give him a little bit of space. If he's not that great of a shooter, you can give him plenty of space on the defensive end. We want to be pressuring the ball, but if he's out at that Barclays Center logo, you don't have to be out that far. No. Right about there, you want to be on the ball. That's good help in the lane. Sadly, this is about their worst defensive possession with rebounding. They give up 2 second chances there, and Rutgers just gets the ball back. Our main problems last year, guys, on the defensive end were, 1, we'd try and pressure, and we'd let people get past us, and we didn't have anybody in help. So we cause teams to get right into the lane and get easy shots. The second biggest problem was rebounding, and that overall, really, that was our biggest problem throughout the year. We let teams destroy us on the rebound, on the boards. Virginia usually has 3 or 4 guys all around in the paint getting ready to get the rebound because they've boxed out properly. There's a good steal, they get out and run. 40-26 with 3 minutes left. This is a championship game of a preseason tournament. Now, Rutgers isn't a great team, but Virginia really showed that they were a team that's able to dominate the game on the defensive end.
Prentice 0 for 5 tonight. He was just 1 of 4 in the game last night.
And here's the final shot. He fades away. That's terrible. And we leave with a 26-point game for Rutgers. I'm not sure exactly how it ended. Probably under 30 points. Now let's talk about the 4 things here that we saw. They were in the gaps. Their arms were wide. All of them had their head on a swivel to identify cutters. And you have to communicate on defense. If you don't communicate, you will never be able to be successful on the defensive end. The next 4 things that we looked at, getting skinny over ball screens, having to get close to your man and go over the top of the screen. And then the other man has to hedge until his man has recovered. The rotation of the defenders when they went to a double team, they were able to rotate over and get into the middle of the lane. And then boxing out, like we talked about. Boxing out is crucial. You cannot let teams get second or third chances. And well, there you have it. I hope you guys were able to learn a lot from this video about being good teammates, being in the lane, and playing good aggressive defense. It's all about effort, and defense can dominate games and help us to win a lot more games than last season. Attack the day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.